Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to all of you on my YouTube channel, The World of Plants by Miss Sabine Zahoor. With hope so that you all will be fine. Here is Miss Sabine Zahoor, plant pathologist. Welcome to all of you. In our today's class, we have to discuss the chapter number 7 of the continuity of life, the cell cycle. And that today's topic is the cell cycle. So first of all, we have to discuss that what is cell. So cell is the structural functional unit of the life. So before going to start today's lecture, we have to find out the answer of the some important questions. So first of all, we have to discuss these questions, then find out the answer. These important questions are: what is cell? What is cell theory? What do you mean by the cell cycle? How many phases of the cell cycle? What is the resting phase of the cell cycle? In which phase DNA replication takes place? Do you understand the cell division? How many types of cell division? So these are the important questions which we have to find out the answer in our today's lecture. So dear students, these are very important questions. In our today's lecture, we have to find out the answer of these important questions. Now we have to discuss that what is cell. So cell is the basic structural and the functional unit of the life. Cells are the main building material of the living creatures. Cell is the basic structure and the functional unit of the life. Whenever you zoom with the microscope into the flesh of the chicken or the human parts or into the leaf of the dandelion, you will definitely find the somatic cells. In a human body, there are approximately 220 different types of the somatic cells. Somatic cells of the plants, on the other hand, contain the special parts which are able to produce oxygen under the certain condition, making plants vital to our survival. Then we have to discuss that what is cell theory. So cell theory was collectively proposed by the three different scientists. Number 1, Sheldon in the year 1838, number 2, Schwann in the year 1839, and Rudolf Virchow 1853. These three scientists proposed the cell theory. There are the important three postulates of the cell theory, because cell theory is very important. The fundamental points of the cell theory are: number 1, the cell is the structural and the functional unit of the living organism. Number 2, all living organisms are composed of one or more than one cell. Number 3, new cells can arise only by the division of the pre-existing cells. Theory established the concept that the function of an organism is the result of the activity of the interaction of the cell units. इट्स मीन सेल मिलकर टिश्यूज़ बनाते हैं, टिश्यूज़ से ऑर्गन बनता है, ऑर्गन से ऑर्गेनिज्म बनता है और ऑर्गेनिज्म की बॉडी में एक कंप्लीट फंक्शन परफॉर्म्ड होता है. सो इट्स मीन के सेल स्ट्रक्चरल यूनिट है और फंक्शन भी परफॉर्म कर रहे हैं. सो सेल इज़ द फंक्शनल यूनिट. सो हम सेल को डिफाइन करते हैं, सेल इज़ द बेसिक स्ट्रक्चर एंड द फंक्शनल यूनिट ऑफ द लाइफ. नाउ देयर आर द सम इम्पॉर्टेंट फैक्ट्स ऑफ द सेल्स. So according to their shape, according to their size, there are important facts. According to the shape and size of the cells, there are the varieties of the cells. Longest cell in the human body is the nerve cell, which is about 1 meter long. Smallest cell in the human body is red blood cells, right? Which is also called the red blood corpuscles. ठीक है, RBCs जिनको हम कहते हैं. Largest cell in the human body is the female ovum. Female ovum is the largest cell of the human body, right? Female body में जो ovum होता है, that is the largest cell. In the multicellular organisms, division of the labor is seen because different functions, different organs perform कर रहे होते हैं और फिर सब मिलकर एक multicellular living organism के लिए काम कर रहे होते हैं. Whereas in the unicellular organism, a single cell perform all the function. एक सेल होता है और वो ही तमाम तर functions को perform कर होता है. So we can say that the unicellular living organisms are much complex than the multicellular living organism. एंड द रीज़न इज़ दैट मल्टी सेलुलर लिविंग ऑर्गेनिज्म के पास डिफरेंट टाइप के फंक्शन को परफॉर्म करने के लिए डिफरेंट सेल्स होते हैं, जबकि जो यूनिसेलुलर लिविंग ऑर्गेनिज्म होते हैं दे हैविंग ओनली वन सेल, और उसी सेल के अंदर तमाम तर फंक्शंस को परफॉर्म होना होता है. सो विद होप कि आपको सेल थ्योरी और सेल के इंटरेस्टिंग फैक्ट्स आपको समझ में आ गए होंगे. नाउ स्टूडेंट्स, वी हैव टू डिस्कस द सेल साइकिल. अकॉर्डिंग टू द रुडोल्फ विर्चो, all cells arise from pre-existing cells by the cell division. It's mean that कि सेल अपने pre-existing cell से ही arise होता है. pre-existing cell में cell division होती है और फिर उसके बाद new cell form होते हैं. Every living cell today is said to be descended from a single ancestral cells that lived 3 to 4 billion years ago. In the West time period, evolution of the cells and the organisms was seen. There's the continuity, the success of the life on Earth. The genetic information has been preserved through cell division. So, अगर हम सेल साइकिल को डिफाइन करेंगे तो किस तरीके से कर सकते हैं कि लिविंग ऑर्गेनिज्म की कंप्लीट लाइफ साइकिल में एक सेल से दूसरे सेल का बनने का जो प्रोसेस होता है दैट इज द सेल साइकिल. We can say that an orderly sequence of the events in which one cell divides and forms daughter cells, and the daughter cells again divides is called cell cycle. Or we can say that a complete round of the cell growth and cell division is known as the cell cycle. This is very simple definition of the cell cycle, that a complete cell growth and the cell division is known as the cell cycle. Is that clear? So in the next lecture we will discuss completely the cell cycle. Now students, we have to discuss the different phases of the cell cycle. So the cell cycle consists of the two phases. First one is the interphase, or that is called the resting stage or the non-divisional stage. Second phase is the division phase. First phase, which is the interphase, इसकी सब स्टेजेस होती हैं इंटरफेस की. कौन कौन सी होती हैं? इंटरफेस डिवाइड्स इनटू द 3 सब स्टेजेस, G1 स्टेज, S स्टेज एंड द G2 स्टेज. इज दैट क्लियर? So dear students, cell cycle is very important topic. So dear students, if you want to ask me about the cell or the cell theory or the different facts of the cell, so you must have to ask from me. This is Miss Sabeen Zahoor, plant pathologist. If today's lecture is informative and beneficial for your academic growth, so please like, comment on the video, share with others, subscribe my channel, The World of Plants by Mr. Sabeen Zahoor, and also press the bell icon for the notification of the more informative videos. So please do share my channel, The World of Plants by Mr. Sabeen Zahoor. Keep watching, keep learning. I shall be back with another conceptual lecture. Thank you so much. Allah Hafiz.